Earlier this year, this Denver row home was on the market for $800,000. That is until high levels of methamphetamine were found inside. This place has to be stripped down to the studs. So someone just bought it for $450,000. And the story doesn't end there. The neighbors on each side of this property just did a methamphetamine inspection themselves.
And then saw a drastic price reduction down to $500K. We knew immediately it was meth.
Real estate investor Tim Walker also knew he had to put an offer down on 777 28th Street. The first house he ever flipped had meth contamination too, so he knows the extensive work it would take to make this place safe to live in again.
They went in, tore the house down to the studs, still test positive for meth, so had to sand down the studs.
Turns out his offer was just shy of the final selling price for the row home. Someone else has already gutted this place, but he did look at the inspection report filed with the state. Nearly every room had meth contamination, including the master bedroom, which had levels 2,000 times what the state considers safe.
The allowable limit for methamphetamine is about a Splenda packet sprinkled over a football field.
And that's a problem for neighbors who ordered inspections after their neighbor died and meth contaminants were found. Those reports show the connected row homes on each side have contamination in their air ducts, some of which lead to bedrooms. The state doesn't keep data on how often homes are reported contaminated, but one inspector we spoke to says he's frequently doing 5 meth inspections a day. We also know meth use has exploded in Colorado. Meth overdose deaths have jumped 750% in the last decade. 318 people died of a meth overdose last year alone. It can be powerful even when simple residue is hidden on the surfaces of homes, which is why this home is getting a makeover just 12 years after being built.
For something of that size, it's going to be a similar process. I think taking it down to the studs, taking out everything which is inside the house, it's a really nice townhome. So I can't imagine the remodel is going to be under $200K.
We weren't able to speak with the neighbors affected by this, but most light meth contamination can be simply cleaned with soap and water by professionals, but this contamination is in their HVAC systems, so they'll have to work with the contractor to determine what kind of work will have to be done. Hopefully nothing major or too costly.
Yeah. And there's nothing inherently unsafe about living in one of these homes once it's been properly cleaned by somebody who can do the job and who makes some money off the thing.
They should make probably $100,000, $150,000 off of this project. But yes, you have to know what you're doing. This has to be completely safe to live before you can move back in.
All right, Ryan, thank you.
Sure.